Hi guys! So we are here today celebrating 10 subscribers. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't think 10 subscribers is a milestone, but I totally think it's a milestone because I started with nothing. You know, people have like friends to come watch their channel and everything. Yeah, Zozo is forever alone. So I have 10 people who want to watch my videos, and that's from 0 to 10, and I feel good about it. We actually have 11 now, but back when I was doing the cupcakes, we only had 10. So, what are these cupcakes of which you speak? I celebrate everything with cupcakes. I even got Cuppy here. Where did he go? I lost Cuppy. Oh no, here he is. Cuppy! This is my teddy bear. I sleep with him every night. Don't judge me. He's adorable. And I even have a cupcake hat on. And there's cupcakes around me. If you didn't notice, I like cupcakes a lot. So, I chose a new recipe for cupcakes that I have never tried before. It's kind of weird. I call them munchie cakes. So, you know how you get the munchies in the middle of the night? You want chips, maybe some chocolate covered pretzels, maybe some cupcakes. Well, I decided to combine all of those. So you got chips, pretzels, well, chocolate covered pretzels inside of a cupcake, and I have no idea how it's gonna taste, but hopefully it's good. If you want to try to make these at home, I will share the recipe with you, and I haven't already said thank you, so thank you guys so much for 10 subscribers. That is awesome. I am so happy. Every day I look at my channel and I have one more person watching, I feel amazing, and it gives me that motivation to keep making videos. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks. I'm so happy right now. Anyways, to the cupcakes. I'm going to share my super secret awesome cupcake recipe with you guys, and you guys can, eat them with me. Let's do this.
If you want to make these cupcakes from scratch, here's what you're going to need. The first thing you're going to do is take your baking soda, your flour, and your salt and mix it together in a bowl. Then you're going to warm up some milk, not too hot, otherwise it might cook your eggs later on and we don't want that. And you're going to put that in the bowl as well, along with your unsweetened cocoa and sugar. After you let it cool, go ahead and add that egg and vanilla extract. Mix all of that up until it's a nice batter consistency. To make your frosting, you're going to need 1 stick of softened butter. And in order to soften butter, I usually just take it out and leave it out for a little bit, let it become room temperature, and it becomes pretty soft. You're going to mix that in a food processor with confectioner sugar, milk, semi-sweet chocolate chips that have been melted, and unsweetened cocoa and vanilla extract. But if you're like me and you don't have time for any of that, you're going to go to your local grocery store, get you some bomb-ass cake mix with some bomb-ass frosting, throw that together with some bomb-ass margarine, get you some regular-ass vegetable oil and regular-ass vanilla extract, and of course, don't forget your eggs. Those are really important. Your chocolate-covered pretzels and your favorite brand of potato chips. Plain potato chips. And you're good to go. Alright, let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to grab is a big-ass bowl. Pour all of your cake mix into it. Okay, now, I have a lot of cake mix because I'm making a double batch, because I was just that excited. You're basically going to follow whatever directions are on the back of the box. Oh my gosh, so much cake mix. Alright, so you're going to need water. If it doesn't say water, then I don't know what kind of cake mix you bought. And you're going to need some vegetable oil. Now, I like to use equal parts vegetable oil and margarine, just so that my cake is really moist. So if it calls for like a half a cup of vegetable oil, or oil in general, I'll do 1/4 vegetable oil and 1/4 margarine. Now I'm adding vanilla extract. I don't measure my vanilla extract, I kind of just go for it. It's maybe like a half a teaspoon. I don't really like a lot of vanilla in my chocolate cake mix. Now you just see me adding a little bit of cacao, however you say it, unsweetened cacao, just to make it extra fudgy and chocolatey. And lastly, of course, I'll add my eggs. Now I use egg whites, so I always add 1 extra egg to whatever the recipe is calling for. Okay, it's mixing time. You're gonna want to mix this until it becomes like a thick pudding-ish consistency, but make sure you start on low, otherwise batter is going to go flying everywhere. As you continue to mix, it should start to thicken up a little bit. Make sure you get all of the batter powder from off of the sides. Just tilt the bowl and, catch that with your mixer. It's really easy to make a mess with the mixer. Now, I added a little something, a secret ingredient, to make mine extra creamy like you see now. If you guys want to know what that ingredient is, hit the thumbs up button on this video and I will reveal it to you all later. There we go. That looks like pretty good batter to me, you guys. Now we're gonna add our pretzels. Make sure you break your pretzels up into pieces. You do not want a whole pretzel in there. It's not gonna be good. Adding lots and lots of chocolate covered pretzels. And next, you're gonna have to add your chips. Again, you're gonna want pieces of chips. Please do not put a whole chip in there. It's not gonna bake right. More chips. More chips. Now, you're gonna grab your handy dandy mixing spoon. Do not use a mixer. It's gonna make the batter, it's not a good idea. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Now you wanna mix very carefully so that you don't break up your pieces too small. Just keep mixing until everything's all nice and blended in. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, it looks so good. It's good. Okay, now you're gonna grab your baking pan. You need to move your bowl out of the way. There you go. There we go. Move that out of the way and get you a baking pan. By the way, now's a good time to preheat the oven to 350. I had to change it to 300 because my oven gets like super hot. I'm using baking liners or like baking cups to line my pan just so that they don't stick. If you don't have these, you can definitely use a little bit of oil and flour and just shake the excess flour off and you shouldn't have any problems with sticking. Now, to get this in here, the batter into the cups, I use 2 spoons. One to scoop and one to like catch the mess that's dripping from underneath. You're gonna see. It's also a good idea to use an ice cream scooper if you have one, because then you get almost the perfect amount every time. Life hack! Alright, we're gonna have to do this a little bit faster. If you spill any batter on the pan, you're gonna want to make sure you get that off. If you don't, it's gonna burn in the oven and it doesn't smell good and it's not good for your bakeware. So just make sure if you spill anything like I'm about to, wipe it off. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Look at that. You can make adjustments as needed. If you feel like you have too much in one cup, not enough in another, definitely go ahead and adjust that. And of course, like I said, get that off of there. We don't want that. We don't need it. Now we are going to throw these in the oven. Look at them. Look at that. That's good. We're going to throw it in the oven. Sorry about the video that's coming up. Oh look, me waving goodbye. Now we're in the oven. Sorry that it's sideways. I was using my cell phone because my camera died. I'm going to take a toothpick, shove it into the side there after these have been in for about 10-15 minutes. Make sure it's fully baked. Let them cool before you frost them though. Now you're going to take your bomb ass frosting, open it up, and start frosting those cupcakes. Just spread it across the top really evenly. Not too much. Sorry guys, but even with this being sped up, it took me like forever. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. I forgot to mention how you know that it's baked fully through when you stick the toothpick in there is if it comes back with no batter on it. It can have crumbs on it, but if it has batter on it, then you need to leave them in there for a couple more minutes. Oh, look at all those cupcakes. They look delicious. I have a cupcake problem, if you didn't already know that. You should, by now. So many cupcakes. Okay, now it's time to put the pretzels on there. You gotta save some of your pretzels and chips. I should have mentioned that earlier, but you're probably not baking as you're watching this video, or at least you shouldn't be. So definitely save some chips and pretzels so that you can put some on top. You're gonna need them. All of the pretzels. Now you're gonna add your chips. Remember, pieces. I mean, you can put a whole pretzel on top. That should be fine, but no, you want pieces. Do pieces. I like pieces. Just putting the chips. Sorry, I don't know why the video is lagging like this, but I can't figure out how to fix it. So we're just gonna skip to fully chipped. And there it is. There we go. I know what I was doing. Alright, there you have it. Munchie cakes. Thanks again so much for 10 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the recipe.
Okay, we're back. I hope you guys had as much fun watching as I did making those cupcakes. I worked super hard on them, and now is the moment of truth. It's time to taste one. Okay, so as you can see, it's got the chocolate covered pretzels and chips, and that's baked on the inside, as you well know. Let's just peel this off of here. Let's make sure we get some chips and some pretzels in there. That is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really scared. These are good. Oh my gosh, they taste so good. Well, I hope yours turn out good. Leave me some comments below if you went ahead and made the cupcakes. Tell me what you think. I like it. I really like it. I probably have chocolate in my teeth. These are delicious, guys. Thank you so much again for my 10 subscribers, 10 people who tune in whenever I have a video up. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I told you I would. I'll love you forever. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Toodles!